Hey guys, AlphaZero here. So I'm still in the middle of my Silksong Let's Play, but since stuff started getting really expensive, I started doing more and more to optimize how many rosaries I get, until I reached what I believe to be a fully optimal Act 2 farm. So I wanted to make a video about it. Obviously this will contain spoilers for Act 2, so this is your only warning. I will give you time to click away from the video if you need to. Alright, anyways, so just west of Songglaive, there's 3 of these big enemies called Grand Reeds, which drop about 30 rosaries each. Technically, you can farm these guys no matter what you're using, but if you want speed, here's my best setup so far. We start with the Wanderer Crest, which you can get at Moss Grotto as soon as you get the wall jump, heading through the Chapel of the Wanderer. It doesn't matter what skills you have since we won't be using them, but we do want 5 different tools. Cogfly, which you can craft using a craft metal in High Halls, Barbed Bracelet, which you can find on a Corpse and Sinner's Road, Silk Speed Anklets, which you can get through a Weaver Door in Farfields, Snitch Pick and Thief's Mark, which can both be bought from Grindle in Blasted Steppes, and ideally, a level 4 crafting kit. Your nails should also be upgraded at least once, but if you're able to get the Silk Speed Anklets, you probably already got this. You should also have the Needle skill from the Pinstress in the Blasted Steppes. Anyways, from here you just make sure 4 Cogflies are spawned, go up and left from the bench, hold the attack button so you get to use the Needle skill, use it as soon as you get there, harpoon, then attack twice. It should be dead, ideally before it even gets to hit you. Sometimes he'll move back or block so it'll take an extra hit, but regardless, the fight should be done almost instantly with very little risk of getting hit yourself. You don't even have to wait for the death animation because we'll be running back in that direction anyway, so just hold charge again and immediately head for the next one. Once the last one is dead, wait for everything to drop and run back. This will be a good opportunity to check if you still have 4 Cogflies and spawn extra if you don't. Now, Cogflies deal an unreasonable amount of passive damage, but their main use here is consistency and efficiency. They can attack on their own without any input from you, so not only do you get extra burst damage during your combo, but even if you make a mistake and miss somewhere, the Cogflies should finish the job quickly enough. Which is especially important because if you're fighting one for long enough, these Claw Maidens can spawn and join the fight, which makes things complicated, especially when you take double damage. With the Cogflies, not only are we much less likely to have to fight a Claw Maiden, but even if one shows up, the Cogflies will help kill it really fast. All in all, you get a farm that usually takes under a minute and gives over 150 rosaries per run. And despite them not dropping many shards, Cogflies deal so much damage before despawning that it's still efficient on shards, giving you more than you're spending. Just make sure not to drop in this hole because you will lose any dropped rosaries during that run. Doing the math on my footage, I took 10 minutes and 49 seconds worth of non-stop farming and got a total of 2,732 rosaries, which means on average this farm will net you 252 rosaries per minute or just over 15,000 rosaries per hour. I have no idea if you're ever going to need this much money, to be honest with you. Once you get about 4,500, go ahead and max out your rosary strings at Songglaive and rosary necklaces at Bellheart. That way, even if you die and lose everything, you'll have 3,600 rosaries stored in the form of items. If you feel like it, you can max out your shard bundles too, netting you 1,600 spare shards if you ever run out. So yeah, the game's entire economy is solved in about 20 minutes of farming. Good luck, Skongers. Can't wait to start making super crazy builds in this game. Do all the algorithm crap.